side?
I'm doing good, thanks, sir. How about you?
Okay. Looks like you are breaking. I'm not really sure if I'm the one who is experiencing that. Let's see. But are you able to clearly hear me on your side, Grace?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. We'll just see as time goes on. Okay. So Langlihle submitted the homework. I'm not sure, Grace, if you submitted. I just can't remember, but do you remember yourself submitting the homework?
Yes, sir. I submitted right after the lesson.
It's okay. No, I remember now. And I remember, yes, okay. Let's then start with let's see, Grace. Yeah, now I remember because I gave you guys until whatever the time, but you submitted immediately after that lesson. It looks like as I was circling, you were working them out. Otherwise, it's fine. I will just be taking, let's see. I'll start with yours, and then from there we'll go on to a language. And let me set a blank page. Okay, so the first one, we had, no, I do not want that color. I want this. And we had 4x minus 3 close that. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I've got an idea regarding how we are going to work it out, because on my side I've got your thing opened. Let's see. This was number 9. Maybe let me check. Langlihle, have you got your phone next to you? The one that you used to submit. I know you are using PC. Grace, what are you using? Are you using PC or phone to attend?
So I use my PC.
Okay, so that means you also have your phone on the side, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. Langlihle, is it the case on your side? Have you got your phone on the side?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so can you guys open the work that you have done? And then let's first confirm if all of you can see this question. Question number 9, where we said you are having, let's see, this is 4x minus 3 squared. So, let's see, especially with Grace there, what's happening there? Am I seeing a mistake on that one, or what's happening? Grace, I believe I've copied this correctly. So what I now want to do, it is to therefore work it out, and then after I've worked it out, then we discussed regarding what you guys have done and if there are any mistakes on your side. I think this will add towards you being able to evaluate your own work against the memo. So this is what happens, honorable members. A squared means 2 of exactly the same thing. So that means in this case, I will open 2 of the same thing. And then I'm having 4x minus 3, 4x minus 3. You might have worked it out differently, but let's compare the final answers and see if they are the same. So now if I say that by that, I'm having 16x squared. That by that, I'm having negative 12x. That by that, I'm having negative 12x. That by that, I'm getting positive 9. And then I'm having 16x squared. This and this will be negative 24x. And then in the end, I'm having plus 9. It looks like this is the end of it. So, Grace, I'm no longer going to have your working open on my side because I will need each of you guys to now look at what you've done. Then you will explain to me what your mistakes are, and if you notice what contributed towards you making a mistake. Let's start with you, Grace. What I've done there is the same as what you did. Not sure if Grace is there. Grace, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So based on what I've done, did you do the same?
Sir, I don't think, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be sharing your screen because I can't see it.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But why are you guys not saying? Yes, my screen is not sharing. Ah, Busisiwe is joined. Busisiwe. Langlihle. Why are you guys not saying? So that means I'll need to redo it. I'll have to redo it. Okay, it's fine. Still saving. Okay. Just give it some time. So that means you guys were going to allow me to complete the lesson without having the screen sharing. Okay, and let me quickly redo it and say what I was explaining was this two, it means two of exactly the same thing. That's what it means. So now you open the brackets 2 times. So you've got 4x minus 3, 4x minus 3. And then you will do that by that, that by that, that by that, that by that. Meaning this you multiply it by that, it becomes 16x squared. This you multiply it by that, it becomes negative 12x. This by that, again, negative 12x. That by that, it becomes positive 9. So you have that 16x squared, this and that, it becomes negative 24x, and then you plus it by 9. So what I was saying was, this is the end of it. And then I was checking with you, Grace, if this is exactly what you've done, and if not, do you notice your mistakes?
Sir, I think I copied the wrong question because my question 9 says 12x squared y minus 27y cubed.
Let's see, what question number is this one that I've copied? Do we not have it from the list?
No, sir.
Wait, how come Langlihle question number is this one that I've copied just now?
It's question 9.
Yes, it's question 9, Grace. So check the photo that you sent to me. The photo that you submitted when we did this, just quickly have a look at it. Maybe Langlihle, on your side, let's discuss. Did you do it this way or have you done it differently?
I did it differently.
You did it differently. Okay, let me quickly check. But do you notice your mistake?
Yes, I noticed my mistake.
Okay, let me quickly open that. Okay, let's see. You've got that and that. So, okay, maybe without me speaking on your behalf, what's your mistake there, Langli?
I didn't fully finish the sum.
Yeah, so it's incomplete. I think someone has joined, which is Busisiwe. Busisiwe, in your case, you missed that lesson. So that means your participation will be whether you understand what I've done or not. But before I get to you, let me quickly check. Grace, are you now back on track? Grace, remember to unmute yourself.
Sir,
Yes, what's your mistake?
I think I copied down the wrong question.
Okay, then it's fine. But I don't know why, Grace. Can you open the photo that you sent to me on that day?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the first question, what question number is that one? Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Maybe in the meantime, let me jump on to Busisiwe. Busisiwe, did you understand this question number 9?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. I'll copy the next question. But Grace, you definitely need to open that that photo that you sent, because everything that I'm copying now is based on the photos that you sent. So that number 9, I got it from you. I got it from the photo that you sent to me. Let me just do this so that you've got an idea of what I'm talking
Sir,
about.
I think I was using the answers that I wrote from our lesson on Saturday and not the lesson the day before.
Okay, makes sense. But now can you see what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what went wrong on that question?
I didn't work it out like you, sir. I grouped everything on its own instead of making 2 brackets.
Yeah, so that means what you did was to more like apply the law of exponent incorrectly because there was a sign of a minus or a plus in between. So you only do that by that if there is no a sign of a plus or a minus in between. So I do understand your mistake, but just always remember that a squared means 2 of exactly the same thing. Then you expand it in that way. So maybe very quickly, let's look at this one where I will still say that by that 4 times 4, it is 16, and I will have to plus the exponents, which is going to be 8. And then I've got the same thing multiplied by that. Will it not be negative 12n to the 4? And then this by that, what will that be? Obviously positive 16n. Wait. 16n to the 4, yes. And then this by that, it will be negative 12. I think I've done it quickly. That by that, it's 16n to the 8, that by that, negative 12n to the 4, that by that, positive 16, that, yes, done it correctly. And then now I have 16n to the 8, I can't work it out with anything. I think these two I can work them. So it's like you have 16 into the 4 minus 12. That will it not be positive 4 into the 4? Then that one is a constant or it's a number. Then it ends there. So let's see. Busisiwe, any questions from your side on this one?
No, sir.
No question. Okay. And then Langlihle, let's now check and find out from your side. Did you do it this way? Did you do it differently? Did you notice your mistake? What is your question in case if you do not understand what I've just done?
But I got the same answer.
Got the same answer. Okay. Gracie, what about you?
I also got the same answers.
Okay, then it's fine. And I am therefore going to jump on to 12. Let's see, number 12. We are having negative 2b minus 3c close that. Okay, so remember guys, what I'm trying to do, it is to say, if it was me in an exam having to do this, this is how I would approach it. So whatever that I say, just listen very carefully because it guides you in terms of what goes through my mind when I have to do this type of questions. So again, a square to me, it means two of exactly the same thing. So that is why I'm going to have that negative, and then I will do these brackets like this simply to indicate that it is two of exactly the same thing. So now remember that negative, I will still leave it as it is. I'll just focus on what is inside the brackets. So that negative will still remain there. Then I will do that by that, which should be 4b squared, that by that, minus 3. Alphabetically, b comes first, then c after, then that by that, it becomes negative. No, it's 6. There it is supposed to be 6. There it is supposed to be 6 because it's 2 times 3. Yes. Again, that by that, it becomes negative 6. Then you have BC. That by that, it has to be positive 9C squared. I must just remember to close the bracket there. Okay, I still have that negative on the outside, and then I will look at the like terms. Already I'm having this one, which doesn't have a like term. Then negative 6BC, negative 6BC, will it not be negative 12BC? And then that one, it doesn't have its cousin. I'll just write it like that. And finally, I can therefore say negative, that negative invisible one there, I'll multiply each term by that. So that by that, it ends up being negative 4b squared. That by that, it becomes positive 12bc. That by that, it becomes negative 9c squared. Busisiwe, any questions from your side?
No, sir, I'm fine.
No questions. Okay. Gracie, did you do it this way or did you do it differently?
So I forgot about the 3. My answer was right if I had written the plus 12 BC.
So that means you copied it incorrectly.
I think so, maybe so.
Wait, not that you copied it incorrectly. Let's see, negative b squared minus 9c. No. I'm going to mislead you, Grace, if I say I agree with you on that one. So this one is completely wrong, honorable member. The reason to that is because you did not do it with that approach of saying a squared means two of the same thing. Then you had to open the brackets 2 times. So if it comes in an exam, don't do it that way you've done it, but approach it the same way that I've done it. Make sense, Gracie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that means you applied the law of exponent on this one where you have a sign of a minus or a plus in between. So don't conclude by saying it may be almost the same, but the approach is wrong. So you're just going to get wrong from the first step. It's not like the first few steps are correct and then you forgot that. So how you interpret it, it's not a... How am I going to explain this, Gracie? But in short, it's wrong. You don't do it that way, honorable member. Langlihle, what about on the side? Did you do it this way? Did you do it differently? What's the status?
I did it incorrectly.
You did it correctly. Let me quickly check.
No, I did incorrectly.
Oh, you did it incorrectly. Okay. Where was your mistake?
I didn't know how to properly solve the sum.
Okay, let me quickly check. I will give you a review just now. No. Yes, that one. Okay, let's see. Wait, where is this one? Langlihle. Oh, okay. I opened the wrong inbox. It's number 12. Okay, let's see. So you have that, you said. Okay, no, I noticed your mistake. You had a plus on the other side. Exactly the same thing, but a plus on the other side. But based on what I've done versus what you've done, do you notice your mistake or do you notice the correct way of doing it?
Yes, I noticed my mistake.
Yeah, so it does make sense when you would say you did not know how to approach it, because based on what you've done, it does seem like you mixed it with that one of the difference between two squares, where we know that on the other side is a minus, on the other side is a plus. So just always remember, honorable members, to say when you see a squared, it means two of exactly the same thing. So the best thing to do, it is to just expand it, where you rewrite the same thing 2 times. So now let's move on to this one. This is number 14. Maybe let me just write it right. Set a blank page and say number 14. Number 14, just make sure that I'm copying it correctly. Is 2a squared minus 3, and then we've got a that you minus it by 5. I hope I've copied it correctly. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so in this case, there's no way. I will definitely have to do that by that, that by that, that by that, that by that. So we are having 2 times 1, which is 2a. I will add them as 3a's. Then that by that, it becomes negative 10. A squared, that by that. Negative 3a, that by that, it will definitely be positive 15. Okay. So now, do I have the like terms? Nope. Then this should be the end of it because there's nothing much I can do since I don't have the like terms. Gracie, how did you work it out? Did you find this answer or did you get something different?
I got the same answer, sir.
Okay, Langlihle, what about on your side?
I got the same answer.
Okay. Who is that? Busisiwe, any questions on your side?
No, sir.
No questions. Okay. But it looks like this one of number 16. It's almost the same as number 17. I don't know why. Let me quickly go there. Number 6, what is the difference between number 16 and 17 except that the other one is negative 3? No. That number 17, it's almost the same as number 16 except that number 17, it is negative 3. Yes, no, that question was not even necessary. Okay, then it's fine. I think while we are still on this list, we might then get into not necessarily complicated stuff because we follow the same process. It's just a matter of the calculations. So I'm talking about that number 19. If you can see that number 19, or maybe before we even get to, let's see, 19, yes. Because number 18 is almost the same as what we've already covered. So let's maybe have a look at this one. I will therefore train you on this first one. On the others, you might find that I will need you to work it out and then send it to me so that I will have a feel of the challenges that you might be facing so that when I explain, I know what to include. Okay, so guys, same approach where we have 1 over 3 that multiplies 1 over 3x and x. What will be? I think it's going to be 1 over 9. And those letters, it will therefore be x squared. Then when you say this by that, it's like you are multiplying 1 over 3 times 3. What will that be? Trust me, it's going to be 1. 1 what? 1x. Then when you say 3 times 1 over 3, it will definitely give you 1. 1 what? 1x, because it's now 3 multiplying 1 over 3x. So that means we plus it by 1x. When you say 3 times 3, it will definitely give you 9. So that means we end up having 1 over 9 x squared, that we plus it by 2x, that we plus it by 9, and that is the end of it. Busisiwe, any questions from your side? Langlihle, any questions from your side?
No, I don't have a question.
No questions. No, Gracie, what about on your side? I'm not sure if the honorable members are still there. Busisiwe and Gracie, remember to unmute yourself. You might be responding,
Yes, sir.
but so we are all okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. Let me do the next one. I do not want to take any shortcuts. And number 20, we have 1 over 3x that you plus it with 3 again, we still have 1 over 3x. In this case, we have minus 3. Okay, then it's fine. So in this case, you've got that multiplied by that. It will definitely be 1 over 9x squared. That times that, it will be negative 1x. That times that, it will be positive 1x. That times that, it will be negative 9. And this ends up being 1 over that square. This and that, they cancel, then it's minus 9. And that is the end of it. Let's see. Any questions on that one, or did it make sense? Any questions? No questions, nay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. And let me quickly include this one and say, now we are on 21. Let's look at 21, where we have 1 over 3x, we minus 3, and then we say squared. Okay, so this one, remember guys, at all the times, it doesn't matter what the situation is. That means 2 of exactly the same thing. So that means you will say 1 over 3x minus 3, close, you open, 1 over 3x minus 3. So this is equals to, see now you say that by that again, back to 1 over 9x squared, that by that minus 1x, that by that minus x. That by that, yes, is 1 over 3x squared. That by that is negative 3 times that, yes, is x. That by that is k, yes. And this one is positive 9. Okay, so that means I'm having that minus 2x plus 9. Let's see. Are we okay on this one? Raise and possessive way.
Sir, I have a question. Wouldn't it
Yes.
be, since like we're dividing into the bracket, it's going to be 1 over 3x times 1 over 3x, and then 1 over 3x times negative 3.
And so it's like, this is how it's like. You see that first one is like 1 over 3 times 1 over 3. What will 1 over 3 times 1 over 3 be?
1 over 9.
Yes, 1 over 9, which is that one. So now we get to that one, you agree, which is going to be 1 over 3x, that is multiplying negative 3. So this will cancel with that, then you end up having that negative 1x. That's where it's coming from. Same as when you say this times that, then it is negative 3, where you multiply 1 over 3x, then this cancels with that, and then that negative goes to that invisible one there. So that's where that is coming from. Makes sense, Gracie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. I'm going to give you guys the difficult one. You see the nice thing about being a tutor, honorable members, I just take the easy ones and I move you guys with the difficult ones. And let's see. See that number 22. When we give it to you guys, let's see, is 2, no, okay, no, yes, 22, 2 into x minus 3 squared plus oh yes, yo, but it's not fair. Yeah, I don't know why I'm already feeling sorry for you guys because I did not teach you something that you need to work on. Okay. I will definitely have to give you guys the guidance, especially on the first step. But before I give you guys the first step, maybe is there anyone who thinks maybe let me not structure my question this way and say, okay, Gracie, what would you do your first step? Without writing it, you can just explain to say, this part I'm going to work it out this way, and then this part I'm going to work it out this way.
So I would start off by saying, I start off with the first part by saying 2 bracket x minus 3 close bracket open bracket x minus 3 close bracket. Then I'd say plus bracket 2 close, open bracket x plus 2 close bracket, and then another one of that. That's for my first step, so.
Okay.
And then
Whoa. It's okay. Langlihle, what about on your side, honorable member?
So so just the first step.
Yes, just the first step. To say, this is what I would do on that, and this is what I would do there. Still thinking
don't
about.
know.
Okay. Busisiwe, what about on your side?
So I would write the x minus 3 squared twice,
Mm-hmm.
and then factorize or like distribute. So yeah.
So that would be for the first part.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about that other part where it's plus?
So I would distribute the 2 inside.
Okay.
And then the answer that I get, I'm gonna square it, and then so I'm gonna get the answer. Then the to the power of 2 is gonna remain. So that means I also have to write it twice.
No, I'm just impressed by your approach because what Grace has said is 100% correct. What you said is 100% correct in different approaches. So I'm just going to write it down and verify with Langlihle if he understands what these honorable members are saying. I'm going to start with Grace approach. Let me do this. I want to quickly rotate this. Okay, still saving image. Why is it taking forever now? Okay, then it's fine. So, okay, Gracie, just make sure I do not misrepresent you. Langlihle, just make sure that you check what I'm about to do. So Grace says, no, I want to do, okay. 2 into squared means two of exactly the same thing. Then she will do that 2 times. Then plus, she said she is therefore going to do this thing of 2x plus 2. She's going to do it 2 times because squared means 2 of exactly the same thing. Does it make sense, Langlihle?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, so what Bosisiwe is saying, it's they are having 2 of the same thing. So I actually like this approach. It looks like it's a shortcut because what the honorable member is doing is to say this by that, that by that. So that means you have a plus, and then you have 2x plus 4, and then you have that. Then on her next step, she is therefore going to use that squared and say 2 of exactly the same thing. So what I'm saying there, Grace, in comparison to what you have said, it's more like this one. It's more, actually, it's just a matter of a preference. Both approaches have got some work to be done. But otherwise, Gracie, let's say you had to now do your second step. How are you going to work out that one? That other one, it's fine, but I'm interested to know, what were you going to do there?
I was gonna do the exact same thing as Lucy did.
Okay. I don't know. Makes sense. So it's just a matter of preference. Yes, no, I agree. Now I see. So you're simply saying you're just going to say this by that is 2x, that by that 4x, that by that 2x, that by that 4. That's what you're saying, Gracie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no. Then it's fine. Langlihle, are we on the same page up to this point?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, 100%. Okay. So now what I want you guys to do is to take it from here and then until the end. So I think let's see, there is nothing complicated that I thought it was going to confuse you guys. It seems like you were just going to manage to figure it out. So something to emphasize, Langlihle, just so that next time you want to attempt it, even if you feel like there is something that you think it could be the way, doesn't matter whether it's wrong or correct, just give it a try. You might be correct, but just remember that a squared means 2 of exactly the same thing. 2 or squared means 2 of exactly the same thing. The difference with these two is that you have an outsider there. So these two, it will be exactly the same thing of what is inside that bracket. So this one, it is 2 of exactly that same thing because all of that is inside the brackets. Otherwise, if you had 7 there, then that 7 was going to be an outsider. So I hope you guys got my point on that one. So I'm going to give you some time to work on it, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, let's see. At 1950, please, all of you, send through your answers via WhatsApp inbox. The first 2 to send, we continue. Is it a question coming through? Langlihle. I heard like someone was saying something. Langlihle sounded like it was you. Do you have a question?
No, I don't. It wasn't me.
Who was it? And let's see. Where was it you? Grace.
No, sir, it wasn't me.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened, but it's fine. We'll just bring it up. So you're going to send it to me via WhatsApp as a photo. Okay. Osisiwe has already submitted. So the last one to submit, we continue. Let's see what you've done, Osisiwe. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, Langlitle submitted. Busisiwe, can you unmute yourself, honorable member?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Where is that 8 coming from on the last step?
Oh, sorry, sir, it's a 6. Not an 8, it's a 6.
You know we don't take sorrimos in mathematics, Gracie. No, not Grace, but Busisiwe. Yeah, so it doesn't work, honorable member, because you've already submitted and
Yes.
then you are out of exam room. Yeah, so otherwise everything else we're coming very nicely there. Maybe let me just check. Okay, that 4 comes from 16 minus 12. Okay, 16. Okay, then it's fine. It's fine. The second one to submit was a Langley. Let's see what Langley has done. Okay, definitely by looking at the final answer, something somewhere went wrong. And let me quickly check. Mm, 2, 8, 18. Okay, so Langlitle, what I'm going to say, honorable member, is that when it comes to mathematics, it's not like a subject that involves the theory. So if you made a mistake, avoid canceling and then rewriting. Let me quickly give you guys an example of what I mean. This goes to everyone. Your work has to be neat. So if you've got, let's say you set equals 2 and then you say 2x minus 6, and then you realize you made a mistake, you don't cancel, and then after canceling, you write 2, and then you still have 2x squared minus, let's say you have 39, then you realize 39 is, or that 3 is not correct. Or no, now you want to cancel that 39. You don't write 18 there, then you continue. This is not how you present your maths answer, because now I'm no longer sure as the marker whether this squared is part of the calculation or if it has been cancelled. I'm not sure if it belongs to 6 or whatever the case may be. But all that you do, if this is, let's see, if this is, maybe let me use a different. If this is that line where you are supposed to write, you just cancel everything there, honorable member. Just cancel everything there. And just cancel everything there. Then you start afresh. So that is clear whether you have a 2x squared, that. Did that make sense to everyone in terms of how you must present your answer, and also regarding the cancellations?
Yes, sir.
Yes, just make sure, honorable member, just make sure of that one. Okay, let's see. Grace, you were the last to submit, so that means you will need to make sure that you work on time. But I also want to commend I also want to comment on what you've done. Okay. What is it? Busisiwe, can you just rectify what you did there? Just cancel that last answer, how I said the cancellation should be. Then write your final answer. Write the correct final answer because you're the one who was closest to the answer. Grace, I'm just looking at yours and I see that 2x. I know the closest should be what is it? I think it's 6 based on what Grace has done. So I just want Grace to correct that. Then I will forward to you guys what she did. But on your side, Grace, this goes to everyone. So you see this thing of this by that, that by that, this by that by that. Try by all means to not make it your calculation because it is meant for us, those who are done with a grade 9. It is meant for us, those who are done with mathematics, to do this for the purpose of explaining to you, not that it has to form part of your calculation. Because the moment you do that, you are going to end up somehow crossing over the squared or somehow using a pen, and then let's say instead of you saying this by mistake you do that, then now you have to repeat that and then it creates a chaos there. So just make sure that when you have this where you need to do that by that, rather do it with a pencil. When you are done, erase, but just know that you are wasting your time in doing that. Gracie, did it make sense, honorable member?
Yes, sir.
Goodest. I think we have covered enough, but it looks like some work needs to be done. Okay, what is it? Busisiwe has done it, but Busisiwe, did you understand my comment on this one? Even though on your side you were quick enough, it did not disturb you, but try to avoid it. Nay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, not that you will get wrong, but I'm just saying just to avoid losing some time. Okay, I'll forward it to Lanlihle, I'll forward it to Gracie, just so that you guys can see what the final answer is. I ran out of time. The grade 10s are going to be starting now and they will be using this same link. That is why I will have to run away. Any questions from your side, or are we all okay up to this point?
We're fine, sir.
Any questions, guys?
Sir.
No questions. Okay, then it's fine. So guys, until we meet again.